Send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. Prescott from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Herbert on 3rd down now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to be. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they at one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Third and short yardage. Prescott finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a give here to Pollard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass. And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Play action now, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Run for Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run with Pollard. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 22, Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing.